Let's see if I can grab a little audience so I don't have to record to my phone and then upload. That takes forever. These phones are no joke. I have cameras all around here. Microphones, everything. Everything. Microphones, cameras. But that right there requires that mic over there. So, I tell you, these phones are really what's up. I apologize for moving it. But the phone is definitely what it is. If you don't want to do audio and having to edit audio, that's the best way to go about it. Use your phone. Something that I wanted to talk about that was on my mind. I came up with a title for it. It's called Oppression by Design. It's where certain G's use your own people against you. I call this like how to keep a black man down. You know, try to let it rock for a little bit before I just, go in. Hope everybody's doing good. It's still cold in New York City. You should be taking your turmeric and your multivitamin just to make sure that you're staying healthy. If you have arthritis, take turmeric, 1,000 milligrams a day, 2 pills of 500, or just go ahead and get you I wouldn't recommend getting 1,200 to start out. That's why I say get the 500 milligram dose. This way you know that you're taking exactly 1,000, which is the daily allowed amount, or the amount that you should be taking when you're taking turmeric in the first place. Hope you guys can hear me. Hope everybody's doing well today. Myself, I've been working out, and I've been to the point where now my body is forcing me to do push-ups, and I think that's cool. So it's to the point where my body is making me do the push-ups. Like, I'll be thinking out of nowhere, and I know myself, when my body start to think, yo, do some push-ups real quick. Do some push-ups real quick. And I do them all throughout the day. All throughout the day, I just do them. 20, 20, 20. After a while, you start feeling yourself be better. It's crazy because a couple of months ago, I was feeling pretty bad. My body wasn't responding the way that it was supposed to. But since I've been taking the turmeric and my multivitamin, I've been good. So I like to pass on good, healthy information to people just in case you're feeling some kind of way. You'd be surprised. If you're limping and your knee is hurting or you're swollen or something like that, take turmeric for an entire month, but you can't miss and play around with it. Take it every day in the morning. Get you a pill jar of turmeric and a jar of multivitamins. Keep that in your medicine cabinet. Every day when you wake up, 2 turmerics, wash that down, and go ahead and take your multivitamin, and you be straight right there. Also, you should eat better, but I don't know what your diet is like, so I can't really give you too much information on that part. But I recommend that you have a better diet if you have a bad diet right now. Drink a lot of water. Make sure it's filtered, because the water that we're getting has a lot of lead in it, and it's been tested and it's proven. But again, after the 2-minute mark, we're here now. Let's get them. Oppression by Design. How to keep a black man down. His body's too strong. Like I said, our bodies are too strong. So they attack the heart. through emotions and love for his woman and the family. The core. Create difficulties, job situations, menial education. Menial, meaning that you're not really gonna make any sort of mark with the type of education that the majority of people in urban neighborhoods are with the education that we're provided. Schools are terrible, they're just like daycares. And the government understands that because that's why they provide schooling for free, because the parents can work while the kids go to school. And of course they make money off of that too. So the bad part about it is we as the black men, we get attacked. We're the ones that have to deal with the problems, with the non-paying bills, the menial education. You know, let's say we do find a woman and we can barely make it from here. We decide to have a child. The child comes in the picture. But due to financial hardships and the monetary, creates real bad, you know what I'm saying, financial rift between the parents. That's what happens. You get a rift between the parents when bills is not being paid and when things is rough. It's not easy. It's really not. People start to argue. The woman want to leave. The guys start making bad decisions. She make bad decisions. Next thing you know, he want to go hustle, probably sell some drugs or do something stupid like a robbery. You know, he feel like he's forced to do it. Then, you know, there's probably arguing between that, so he's not really getting no sort of love at home, and she's probably not getting no love at home, so here comes the cheating. Whole different situation now. So the way that the government goes about it, they've been smart, and they realize that the best way to go about it is through the heart. And this is not something that people don't know. It's something that's in war. It's when you're really planning on doing something. If you are smart and you pay attention to things, you would understand that. Not saying that you are not, but we need to pay more attention to these things. We need to. Check this out. This is something very similar to what I'm talking about right now. If you find somebody strong, the best way to attack them if you can't beat them like this is emotionally or close to him. And that's why they've attacked us through our women.
Your attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
His wish.
But how?
The cunning warrior attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
The heart, Osborne. First, we attack his heart.
That's how you do it. You attack the heart. You attack the heart. It's just like when a boxer want to come out and he know that other guy might be stronger. He don't attack him physically. He attacks him emotionally. Because if he can attack him emotionally, he's not going to be able to have his good fight game all put together. You could be the best fighter in the world, but if you're not thinking for the way that you're supposed to, you're not going to be able to make it happen. You're not going to be able to fight the way that you're supposed to, in the way that's going to make you victorious, in the way that you've trained to, or the way that you train to fight against this specific person. That's the way that goes. And that's the way, and that's the reason why strategic people fight different ways. You don't always have to fight with your mouth or with your hands or even be seen. You can be smart and do it a whole different way. Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you guys this today. Oppression by design is no joke. It's no joke. And I'm not going to blame the sister for it, and I'm not going to blame the brother, because it's what the government, the gov, has basically set up. You know? Due to financial hardships, monetary creates a rift between the parents. They argue. Bills ain't getting paid. Like, yo, get up out of here. Start watching these TVs and things going on the internet. And, you know, you got social media right now. Next dude, next girl. Next thing you know, you're cheating. Next thing you know, the dude get kicked out. or they have a fight, and then Gov step in and say, yo, did he hit you? Because if he hit you, we give you a free apartment. But if he ain't hit you, you know, I don't know if that's going to be able to work out. Oh, yeah, he hit me. 9 times out of 10, brother probably didn't even put his hands on her, but in order for her to get the Section 8, the money, you know, she got to take him to child support. Then she got to probably, in order to get that, she got to say, I don't know where he live at. Or I don't know where he live at, or I don't know where he at, or he ain't around. Or the more probably, he's writing a picture all around. Real talk. Mom's giving food stamps, child support, Medicaid, medical, all that. And they think, oh, they straight now, I ain't gotta do nothing, I'm good. It's not the truth. Because let's say you do get the child support from the pops. I'm on child support. I ain't even gonna lie. None, my mom, none of the money I give, Gov, go to her. Because when they put you in the system, they rock you to sleep. Because they gave you food stamps, they gave you support, they paid your Medicaid, they paying your rent if you're on Section 8 or any government program. On any government program. If you're on any government program, they're gonna rock you to sleep. Yeah. Then once they take the apartment, or once they put her in an apartment, or you know you can't be on a lease. You can't be there. No. You can't be on a lease, can't move there, and you're forced to pay support through the government. Lose your job, then you get arrears. Can't pay them back. They take your license. So if you was anything that you was doing with a car or driving or delivery, anything that had to do with you making money off of driving, that's done because they're taking your license. They're gonna take your license if you don't pay your arrears or your child support. Oh, the Cash App is at BOOGOTTINYC or Bugatti Cash, by the way. I don't know how to do all the other stuff. I've been working on that. Can't do everything. I've been trying, but I would love to have that thing going across the bottom and my name and stuff, and Cash App and all that stuff, because I would love to do that, but just can't do it. Don't know how to. Not saying that I can't, but just don't know how to, and I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff, so can't do everything. So after the pops can't return home, and he's forced to pay the support through the government, to take his license, passport, what that say? Resources, possibly, arrests. Yeah, you can go to jail for that too. Non-payment of child support, you go to jail for that. Your credit score is terrible. Oh, forget about that. Your credit score? Man, your credit score will be shot. I don't care if you got 700 credit score. Once you don't pay your child support and you get arrears, you might as well have never had a credit score, because once that comes up, done. It's a wrap for you. They're not messing with you. They're gonna try to find somebody else or just shut you down because they look at you like, I don't know if it's like they don't have respect for you for not paying your child support, or it's just looked at like an outstanding bill and it's just, if it's a lot, it's bad. Over 5,000, 4,000, all of that, it's just bad. So that's another way to hold you back, by your credit being messed up. And you ain't got no license or no passport. Let's say you want to go somewhere overseas or something like that to do some business. Can't do that. Can't do that. Let's say if you're an entrepreneur that's trying to get overseas business or something going on like that. You ain't got no passport. They took that, child support. You done. Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Please. And don't pay it back. Don't pay them. Go get a little job. Watch what happens. You get a job, they pay you like, say $1,000, right? You go get your check, it's like $350. You'll see a line real dark. Bing! Arrears, 7 something. Then it's gonna tell you the rest that you owe. It's real. So trying to get out is another hardship that fathers face, even if they want to pay their arrears. Yeah, you're looked at by creditors and business potential as a liability. as a business only sees numbers and the bottom line, which is money. That's what they look at. NYC residents, we pay more than 50% of the income for our rent. And now over 30% for food. If you're a single father, you won't be able to afford no rent. Or a car note. You kidding me? What type of job you got? Whew. Paying 2 rents? Ain't working. Ain't gonna work. The social security number will follow you and remain. The debt to the state you owe, the support, licenses suspended, passport revocation, bank savings, and any future monies or stimuluses, even your lottery. You go win a scratch off? Give me that. What the hell you think you doing? You kidding me? You owe the state. You owe the state. No, it's oppression by design, by the government. And there's steps to doing it. There's steps. I'm not talking about the guys that didn't want to pay or that didn't try to. I mean, I'm not talking about the deadbeats, the guys that didn't pay nothing, the guys that just never came around or never supported. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the guys that took a hit, fell back, because sometimes life is week to week. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This is real. I don't care, Bugatti, rap thing, yeah, all that hustle, because I have to. But you guys know life is real. And you know that sometimes if you're working check to check and week to week, it's almost impossible to maintain things. All you need is one slip up to dishevel the situation. One little thing can throw you off, and now your bills is messed up, and that set you back. Now you playing catch up. Boom, arrears come. Boom, now you got to deal with that. Now you got the other. Things happen. This is life. And when your support system is not there, when the family structure is not there together to support each other, it's the best way for them to do their thing. Yeah. So, oppression by design. Oppressed by design. You do it in a way where it's almost like commercial. Everybody's doing it. What are you talking about? How many people do you possibly know? I know females that literally told me that they had to say that somebody put their hands on her in order for her to get the apartment. Because in certain states, I know New York, we have a policy, or we have this thing where it says, what's that, the emergency victims or whatever like that for domestic violence. They're gonna put you in a crib quick. They might put you in a shelter with your kids, but you be processed real fast to get an apartment, one that opens up, and then you're gonna be put in the program and all of that other stuff. Pop's gonna go through jail or maybe the system, and when he get out, child support for the rest of the kid's life. And then now that bread is going straight through them. Let's say you're supposed to get like $1,000 a month. You're gonna see that check at like $400. Yeah, mommy, $400. Might as well do a deal with the pops. As long as you're keeping it 100, cut them out. Yeah, honestly, in all reality, I'd rather y'all stay together. In my years of experience, there's no other man, let me correct that. Not a lot of other men are gonna raise your child the way that the original dad was, or should. Bad part about it is, the way that the social climate has us is we pay more attention to social network and things that's going on in advertising and Facebook, because we have too much of a big platform that we no longer think about the family structure. We think about flossing and fleeing and dripping and the bag. Think about money. We think about Twitter. We think about TikTok. We think about shaking the butt. Think about diamonds and jewelry. Think about cars. But what's crazy is nobody ever talk about food, water, you know what I'm saying, love, lotion, because that's not hot. It's not hot to talk about. It's boring. Everything needs to be flashy. Keep on swiping, 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 swiping. That's where we at. And if nobody pays attention to certain things, that's when other people that are in power can design things to keep you in the dark. And that's what they do. They keep you in the dark. Go check your spam folder as a human being and you'll know what I'm talking about. Go check your spam folder. Last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get off here because I know I'm boring the hell out of y'all and I don't wanna make this run over. I got one person watching and I got one thumbs up. So it's not like this information is wanted by the majority. If I was somebody else on here screaming about nonsense or the lobby or drugs or my jail background, that would be lit. I would have so many people, it wouldn't even be funny. Meanwhile, I've never been to jail before and I'm proud of that. But it's cool. So I'm gonna get up off here and I'm not gonna bother you guys too long because I know anything that makes sense is like sunlight to a vampire. Don't want to deal with it and it scares you. So but last thing I'm gonna say is oppression by design. You gotta pay attention to what's going on around you because if you don't, they will jade you. The videos that talk about the bag, they get more play. Certain other stuff that make you more ignorant, they get more play. And things that make you spend your money, it gets more play. So, last thing I'll say about the family structure is that was the last thing that we had. It was the last thing that we had. The majority of people now rather be separated. It's just like a rap group. You don't make that much money when you separate them. Especially when you together, you make more money. A lot of times, NWA made mad bread. The majority of groups, people like to see y'all together. Don't get me wrong. When you go solo, you make a gang of money. A lot of them. You make more money and you got to deal with the other people. Don't tell me you wouldn't rather see a lot of these groups back together. Or you wouldn't rather see like a lot of people not fighting or not doing the things that they're doing now because we loved them when they was together. And if we can get off our own, we can be better. We can be better. You've forgiven people for much less. We work better when we together. Bottom line, we work better when we together. I was with, this last thing I'm gonna say, I promise you, this is gonna be the last thing. I was with someone that had children, female. He had 4 kids by this guy. I knew the guy. Looking at his side of it and looking at her side of it, I literally went to her one day and I asked her, why y'all not together? Because I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to provide exactly what he could to them. It's for them. And he was in it, like, oh, he did this, he did that. Old days, we would take those hits. He did this, beat the hell out of him with a frying pan, throw some grits on him, whatever, but let him back in the house. Mama would keep him around. Mama would let daddy stay around the picture or whatever like that. But I understand if he did something too crazy, you just can't take it no more on what the times is. I'm not trying to judge anybody. But I know from experience that it would be great for the family to stay together. Not saying that things don't happen where it don't. But the majority now of families in our complexion and our orientation and our ethnicity, we're separating, and that's making us weaker. It's making us weaker. Daddy got a job and mommy got a job. The kid in the middle, benefiting. Nothing but fruits. Discipline, respect, class. Build them up, get them out. It's not like that no more. And that's what they're doing. OPD, Prills Nation by Dills 9. From Harlem, my boy. My boy told me I need to keep doing these and do some more, so I'm gonna continue. If you guys don't like it, I apologize. But if you do, come back again. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere, but the fact that you came here and spent some time with me, I appreciate you. I really do. Share and like the video. Hopefully we get some follows and some more subscribers. I got a ton of stuff going on. Whatever I find out that can benefit you guys, I'm gonna bring it to the table. I'm gonna bring it to the table. I have a lot of knowledge. I have a wealth of knowledge. And I don't like to just have it sitting. I wrote this a day and a half ago. Thinking. Thank you. I wrote this a day and a half ago. Thinking about this, oppression by design. Doodle on paper. You know, oppression by design. You can bring things to life. You can. You can. Everything was an idea. And I appreciate you guys. Like I said, could have went anywhere, but the fact that you came here, I appreciate you. That's at BOOGOTTINYC. My Instagram, MedusaUSA.net is a hub for clothing companies. Every clothing company gets together. Whatever sales come out of the profits, we donate to animal shelters, foster homes around the world. We love to donate to animal shelters and animal foster families around the world, whether it's pit bulls, whatever it is. If you guys know anybody that has any dogs or any rescues or anyone, like I got room in my apartment right now. I can't even front. If you got a dog that you know that don't got nowhere to go and he's about to get put down or euthanized or whatever, I'll hold him down for a while. We'll put him in the system. We'll see who wants to keep him, and we'll find him a home instead of him getting euthanized. The only way I was able to bring my ideas to life is just by doing them, and that's what we're doing. MedusaUSA.net. Part of the proceeds go to foster homes around the world. If you donate, and if you have a foster home in your crib with dogs and you take care of them and stuff get rough, check us out, you know? Dog food, things of that nature, people in the neighborhood that'll help you come walk them, stuff like that. And it's not just for dogs, it's for cats. It's for zoo animals. If you know somebody that got an animal that's hurting or whatever like that, or people that's doing abuse or anything like that, yeah, we don't play with the animals over here. I'm vegan. I wanted to give the rest of my life to people and to animals. And not the rest of my life, but certain years and certain things I planned on doing with all my proceeds and everything that I acquire. I want to put them in areas like this. I want to put them into animals. I want to put them into children, and I want to put it into us. If we all do that, they can't stop us. It's your boy Bugatti. Get him! www.medusausa.net